Fiat Chrysler now uses Palantir to identify potential faults in car parts. Airbus uses it to respond more quickly to manufacturing problems, accelerating the production of its A350 aircraft. And BP uses it to analyze drilling data, reportedly leading to a 10% increase in oil production in the North Sea.
I'm delighted to be here. I think I invested in Palantir 14 years ago. I did quite well financially, but to tell you the truth, I've never been more proud to own a company. What you guys have done and what you've achieved and what you've meant for this country and frankly for the world. It was just a company I was thrilled to play any little part I could in, and you should all be very proud of what you do and what you've achieved, and I can't wait to see what you do in the next 5 years, because we're really going to need you.
Ask the Russians. Ask the Ukrainians, ask people who are on the battlefield, ask people who have been subject to...
You're talking about the effectiveness of your...
effectiveness of our product.
Okay.
And the digital order is not run by governments, but by technology companies. We all know how much military support NATO countries have provided Ukraine during the war. But it's technology companies that provided the tools allowing Ukraine to defend itself from Russian cyber attack. It's technology companies that gave the Ukrainian leaders the ability to speak with their generals and their soldiers on the front lines. If it wasn't for those technology companies, Ukraine would have been fully offline within weeks of the war, and I don't believe President Zelensky would still be there today.
We're joined by Alex Karp, the CEO of Palantir at AIP Con, Artificial Intelligence Platform Con, a chance for you to talk with customers about some of what you told us 3 weeks ago. And on that note, 3 weeks ago, you said that Palantir's plan for AI was, quote, just take the whole market. How's that going?
Well, you know, unlike most people, we've been involved in what people call AI for the last 5, 6, 7 years in the classified environment, building systems that will allow you to identify adversarial positions. I know it will take everyone else 4 or 5 years to build this.
You said the demand is huge. Can you quantify it in some way?
Well, you know, usually, we've had a number of inbound calls in a year that we usually have in a year in like a month. We're offering things that are so powerful that in reality, I'm not sure we should even sell this to some of our clients, like national security. What's driving our demand for our product in defense is simply what people have seen on the battlefield. And that's very sensitive and very classified. But the demand for that is very large. Until 2 years ago, everyone thought this was a joke. We were building systems over the last 5 years that are deadly. Those deadly systems have changed the course of history. It's no longer madman saying this. You see it on the battlefield.
An interesting case study is Ukraine. You've deepened your relationship and activity with Ukraine using AI in one case to help with reconstruction.
Yeah.
How else? Explain how it works.
By the way, my real answer to the short people is ask the Russians.
What do you mean by that?
It's like, we can't save it. Ask the Ukrainians, ask people who are on the battlefield, ask people who have been subject to...
You're talking about the effectiveness of your...
effectiveness of our product.
Okay.
So it's like, there's very little we can say. You can read what the Ukrainians are saying they use. Targeting, according to reports, has gone up, given the use of AI by products, potentially ours, from like by 20 to 50x. These products have changed the course of history. And they will continue to change the course of history, and I'm super proud of that. The war in Ukraine and large language models have fundamentally changed the world, and you cannot put this back in the box. Over the medium and long term, I'm a very proud holder of Palantir shares. What I really think is you take my Palantir and you take whatever anyone says about it. Let's talk about it in a year. Let's talk about it in 2 years. I'm very happy. I actually love when people attack us because it's like, great, okay, well, we'll show you our cards over the next couple of years.
What's going to happen in 2 years?
A lot of the questions that are being asked, like how does AI move from being either a danger or a trinket, are going to move to, oh, these 5 companies, these 10 companies in the sector implemented large language models, algorithms, and did it in a way that created trust. And they won the whole market.
We plan on going to 5 more facilities in August, with ultimately the goal to hit 40 by March of next year. And trust was another big thing that came up this morning. I think without Palantir, Could this be done? I'm not sure, but I do stand up here today and have the trust and the faith in our team to hit our goals. And
I'm excited, if you can't tell, about our relationship with Palantir, mostly because it's going to allow us to solve problems at a pace and a scale, and it's really that pace, right, that's going to have a tremendous impact on the world around us for all of our people, our customers, our stakeholders.
I would like to thank the Palantir team for everything they have done for us. Our partnership is strong. We're at our infancy. I am extremely excited to what we will achieve in the future and how we will achieve the impossible.
The thing that brought me back here today and why I'm so happy to be working with Palantir and Apollo as a platform is exactly this. I'm iterating with a partner I trust. And so, more than anything, I just want to express my gratitude to the Palantir team for everything that they've done to support us.
What we understand is the connectivity, the exposure, at the speed of the machines, not at the speed of humans, and at the scale of machines. And that's what we've built in the US. That's what is live now, and that's what we're starting to expose together with Palantir. Thank you.
Foundry is great software. But even better than that, the people that Palantir brings to help you implement that software is even better. And that's why we partner with Palantir. Thank you.
I think that I believe, like I said earlier, we have to move as quickly as we can. We have to deliver the best financial results we can with the money that they ask us to use. Our value here is that we've had about 20 different projects. We've created over $200 million in value. Savings, that's a big deal, right? This has all been in 2 years. That's hard to beat. That's really hard to beat. It's continued and accelerated our transformation.